Hey, welcome back. Tonight we're going to look at Lesson 4, and I've entitled this lesson, They Are Watching You. I know that's kind of unnerving to think about people watching you, and I don't know if you've ever been walking down the street or alone in your house and you have that feeling of just like eyes all around you, just people watching you. It's kind of unnerving. To be quite honest, it's reality. In fact, one of my favorite things to do is when I go to the mall with my family and my wife goes into a store and I'll just kind of set out in the center court of the mall and just sit on one of those benches and I watch people. It sounds kind of weird, but I like to see how people are reacting to the environment around them. You look at and you get to see how spouses talk to each other and how they talk to their children and people for some reason in their minds they think that nobody's watching them and it's like they're completely comfortable with everything, but people are watching us. People are watching you. In fact, if you've ever claimed Jesus as your Lord and Savior and you've announced that in front of people and you've told people who Jesus is and that He's Lord of your life, you're being watched. You see, people are looking for you to slip. They're waiting for you to do something wrong so they can lord it over you and keep bugging you about it and bringing the past up. Because sometimes the past hurts. See, I have an uncle who, to put it nicely, was quite a mean man. All growing up, you couldn't be around him without being made fun of or being put down for something. And when I became a Christian, that just kind of fueled his fire. And he put me down all the time for what I believed. It was a crutch and I shouldn't believe in that stuff. And, you know, the list goes on and on. One day I got a call in my office and my secretary passed through and she said, "Dan, your uncle's on the phone." And I was like, oh no. He's just calling to make fun of me, tell me I shouldn't be a pastor. And I said, okay, thanks. And I pick up the phone and I said, hello? He said, hey, Daniel, how are you doing? And I was like, whoa, first of all, my uncle never answered the phone that way. So I was like, there's something wrong. I said, is Grandma okay? And he says, yeah, she's fine, she's fine. And we got to talking, and he was just, there's something different about him. And he said, ever since you became a Christian, I've put you down for your faith, and I've told you that you were wrong. And he said, every time I did something to you like that, your reaction was that of grace. You didn't ever put me back. You never put me down. You didn't ever retaliate for anything. He said, I watched you. I watched your faith, and I watched it develop as you grew older. And he said, I wanted to let you know that your example played a part in me accepting Christ last week at church. And immediately I dropped the phone and it hits my desk and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I pick up the phone and I said, hello? And he goes, did you drop the phone? I said, yeah. And he goes, I figured you would do that. You see, it was amazing to hear a man who was so just, I don't know, just maybe evil at the core, find Jesus because of an example that was set by somebody. You see, when you live your life in the Lord on a daily basis, when you've set apart your soul, when people see you, they don't see the wrongs that you do. They see Jesus. My prayer is, as you go through this final lesson, as we wrap up tonight with this series of Set Apart Your Soul, my prayer is that you've been challenged to truly do just that. Set apart your soul for the work of the Lord. People are watching you. They want to see how you're going to react. Show them Jesus. You may be the only Bible somebody ever sees.